everybody, welcome back to the Top-Down Commander Deck Dojo. Today, Sensei's got a little bit of wisdom about cars for you. So buckle up, kick your feet up on the dash, and let's ease on down the road. Hey Planeswalkers, welcome back to Top-Down Commander. As always, I'm your Sensei, the Magus of the Salt himself. On today's episode of Sensei's Wisdom, we're going to take a minute to talk about vehicles in Commander. Remember, if you've got a second and you like what you see here, please go ahead and do all the YouTube stuff. Just takes a second and it means the world to me. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for whenever a new video comes out, share this video with your friends, or just leave a little comment down below. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. Vehicle is a subtype of artifact. Vehicles aren't creatures unless they are crewed, and even then it only lasts until end of turn. To crew a vehicle, you tap any number of creatures whose total power is X or less, where X is the crew cost. If you need a way to tap down your own creatures without going to combat, vehicles are great. If you want to have creatures that dodge sorcery speed removal, vehicles fit that mold as well. Vehicles first appeared in Kaladesh and immediately became deciduous, meaning that wizards can reprint them whenever they want, but that they won't be in every set. Since their inception, they've appeared on Ixalan, Eldraine, and Theros. When wizards first tried their hand at vehicles, they made a few mistakes. Surprise, surprise, wizards had trouble making artifacts that weren't busted. The poster child for broken vehicles was Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter is 2 mana for a 3/3 flyer with crew 1. Whenever Smuggler's Copter attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Looter's Scooter was so efficient and so ubiquitous, it got banned in Standard and then in Pioneer. But we can still use it in Commander. The really nice part about vehicles is that since most of them are colorless, they can go in any deck. So what colors or mechanics play best with vehicles? Well, starting with mechanics, there are traditional artifact mechanics like Metalcraft or Affinity that of course play well with vehicles, since they're artifacts. But my favorite little spice of a mechanic with vehicles is Inspired. Inspired is a triggered ability where the trigger is the creature becoming untapped. Now usually this is difficult to do outside of combat, but with vehicles you can tap the creature at any time so you can trigger the untap on your upkeep. As far as colors are concerned, red and white are the premier vehicle colors. There aren't a lot of cards that reference vehicles, but they are mostly red and white, with a few left over in blue. So now that we know which colors and mechanics play well with vehicles, who do I think are some of the best commanders for a vehicle deck? Depala Pilot Exemplar is the baseline for vehicle decks, being one of only 2 commanders that even mention vehicles, SRAM being the other, but the vehicle part of SRAM is incidental at best. Depala gives other dwarves you control +1/+1, and vehicles get +1/+1 as long as they're creatures. Whenever Depala is tapped, you may pay X, reveal the top X cards of your library, and then put all dwarves or vehicles into your hand. The problem is that Depala doesn't really provide enough bang for your buck. You have to pay a lot of mana just to get cards into your hand, and we're playing Boros, where we don't often have a ton of excess mana to begin with. So what else do we have? Miri Weatherlight Duelist plays really well with vehicles as well. She may not care about vehicles in specific, but she does care about being tapped. As long as Miri is tapped, no more than 1 creature can attack you each combat. Sometimes swinging Miri into combat isn't always the best, so vehicles are a great way to tap down Miri to get this benefit. But I feel like we can get jankier. Fresh out of Commander 2020 is Kalamax the Stormsire. Kalamax says, whenever you cast your first instant each turn, if Kalamax is tapped, copy that spell. This is getting there. Kalamax is a new teamer commander that wants to be tapped and provides insane value when he is. Throw some vehicles in this deck and achieve ultimate power. But my personal favorite vehicle commander is King Makar the Gold Cursed. King Makar is a mono-black commander that has Inspired, and when he untaps, he exiles a creature and gives you a gold token. In addition to being a great value engine, you can also call the deck, Dude, Where's Makar? Do I need to sell you on this anymore? In summary, I think vehicles are just a great addition to any commander deck that cares about its creatures being tapped or just having artifacts. To see how vehicles can work in a dedicated commander deck, don't forget to take a second to check out my video on Sidri's garage of self-driving cars. If you like this video, do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know whenever I post a new video. You can also find me on Twitter at Magus of the Salt or on Facebook at Top Down Commander. Until next time, stay safe and keep kicking ass.